What's up, everybody, and welcome back to the Werewoof Reactions. My name is Wolfie, and these intros are getting crazier and crazier. But today we're going to be taking a look at issue 53 of the IDW Sonic the Hedgehog comic series. So without further ado, guys, let's get right into this. So, what'd you guys think? Pretty cool intro, right? I know y'all gotta hit the like button on that. Come on, I'm getting more creative with these intros as we go. So guys, in case you are new to these reviews, and I don't know why you would be at 53, but just in case, I got you. First, I tell you what I like about these, what I didn't like about this, and then I give it a score. But first, I'm gonna read it back to you in an overly dramatic fashion, and I do mean overly dramatic. Again, I'm gonna need y'all to help me out, feed the algorithm by going down below, leaving a comment, and hitting that like button if you haven't already, and subscribe and ring the bell, because that also is super important. Let YouTube know you want to watch these videos I put out when I put them out. Let's hit 24K, maybe even 25K subscribers by the end of this year. Let's grow the Wolf Pack strong. Alright guys, with all that said and done, it is now time to get to the dramatic reading followed by my review. You don't want to miss it because we have a lot to talk about in this one. Anyway guys, enjoy! Eggman's lab. Who's in there? It better not be Sonic.
Cubot, speak to me.
Shh, Cubot's not here. Not Sonic. Better. Huh, so you're Eggman. I'm taking your stuff. One of those pests who came in with Starline. What are you, some lunkhead flunky he hired? Actually, I don't care. Robots, don't aim for the head. I want my device back in one piece. On Eggman's command, the robots open fire on Surge, only to find that their bullets have no effect. What did she think the dynamo cage was? A hat? The things I have to deal with.
Boss?
Ugh, what now?
I think we may have a bit of a problem.
Groovy. That is not how it's supposed to work! What have you done to my dynamo cage? Pfft, you genius doctor types think you know everything. In a burst of speed, Surge closes the gap between herself and Eggman, destroying the egg pawns in one fell swoop. It's not your dynamo cage anymore. It's mine, and I'll use it my way. Man, you're lucky Sonic's at the top of my hit list. Don't get too comfy, Doc. I'll be back for you. With Surge's threat made, she leaves Eggman to fend for himself, leaping out the building and down to the land below. That rocked! A minute more and he would have been crying for his mama. Testing this baby out is gonna be so fun.
I'm sure all the other kids will be very impressed by your schoolyard bullying prowess.
What?
Surprise, miss me? Your new accessories are certainly a choice.
You're gone.
Oh, that. It'd be more of a problem if I were real. That little number's got you running on overdrive, including your brain, minimal as it may be. Perhaps I'm your fever dream. As to why you sought my counsel, well, it'd take all day to get to the root of that.
It's doing what? Oh, no way.
Yes, you're much better off without it. Beaten, weak, alone.
I'm not going to listen to you!
You aren't? Then who are you talking to?
The next day.
There, done. Give it a try. Feels great. Nice work, Doc Prower.
Do you need more ice, sir?
No thanks.
More bandages?
I'm okay. You can chill, Kit.
I'm sorry. I'll do better.
You're good. Why don't you put the first aid stuff away?
Yes, sir! How's it going? There was a lot of damage. I'm not sure what I'm looking at, or what even I'm looking for. But don't worry, I'll figure it out. I have to. Sonic, what are we gonna do about Kit?
Well, I was gonna start with the truth.
Are you sure? We could wait. Give him some time.
Surge and Starline were his family, as messed up as that is. He deserves to know.
I wasn't sure where to put the box. I'm sorry if it's in the wrong place. Am I in trouble?
Kit, there's something I need to tell you about what happened in the city. While I was fighting Surge, the ground was unsteady. She fell and was buried. I tried to help, but she was a proud fighter to the end. And Belle saw Starline take Eggman on. He's gone too.
I'm sorry. I did what I could. They're gone. Meanwhile, across town.
I'm back, Central City. Miss me? I've got a new toy, and I'm itching to try it out. Anybody want to volunteer?
Just then, a stray shot cuts off Surge's connection to the light pole.
Oh, I like your style. Got a name? I like to know who I'm pounding into the pavement whenever possible.
Inside Whisper's mask, she's able to actively communicate with her Wisp via translation.
She's not so scary. We can take her. Agreed. It would be unconscionable to allow this brutish display to continue.
Translated from Wisp language via Whisper's mask, as seen in Tangle and Whisper miniseries.
Not much of a talker, are ya?
You're not worth the effort. Whisper uses the rocket wisp to burst into action, leaping into battle against Surge.
You think you're smart, huh? Try dodging this one! Oh, I hope this is over soon. Jeez, it's like one of those knives with all the little bits in them. Ugh, whatever. Who cares what you got stuffed in that umbrella hammer blaster thing? You'll still fry just fine. I'm out of charge already? Crap, this gizmo is draining me faster than I thought. There's gotta be something I can do. Get some more power. Oh, right.
As Whisper closes the gap, Surge steps out of the shadows and attacks, causing Whisper to shoot the spike wisp at Surge, only to have the energy absorbed by the dynamo cage.
It worked. I love this thing.
Now once again powered up, Surge begins a super speed attack on Whisper.
My turn.
But before she's able to attack further, the spike wisp emerges,
Pink!
only to get absorbed by Surge.
So this is your trick, huh? Keeping so much power to yourself. You should really learn to share. No! Whoa! Now this is what I'm talking about! Whisper, let me blast that. Trying to run? Really? When I'm not done with you? Blue, I need you. Yeah, show me what you got!
Whisper swings her hammer forward, powered by the blue cube, only to have it stopped by a powered up Surge.
That's it? And after you got me all riled up too. Give Pink back. Pass!
And with another clench of her fist, Surge is able to steal the power of the cube wisp. Back at Tails' lab.
Something's happening downtown, but we keep getting conflicting reports from the Central City. Tangle and the rest of the volunteers are scrambling to deal with the damage from the Badnik attack the other night. Are you in the area?
Yeah, and Sonic's here too. Don't worry, we'll check it out.
Yup, we got this. Oh, thank goodness. Good luck, you two.
Do we have to do this? It sounds like we kinda have to. I'll stay with Kit. Somebody should be here for him. Back at Central City, Whisper is on her last leg, with Surge having absorbed the power of all the wisps but one.
It's been fun, but I'm starting to get bored. So what would you prefer? I mentioned to try out the rocket thing, but maybe the spikes? It's what you did to me, after all. Just returning the favor.
While Surge is monologuing, Whisper picks up a piece of the damaged Wisp Bomb weapon, going immediately for the stab on Surge.
Grah!
Though the attack fails, Surge manages to summon the Cube Wisp, crushing Whisper underneath it.
Nice try. Huh, sloppy. Even with all that pilfered power, you're a mess. At least you're a consistent mess.
That's Whisper, but who's with her?
No way. Surge, she's alive. Doesn't look like the close call back at Iggy's made her rethink her life choices, though. Don't worry, I can handle her. I don't care if you're not real. You're getting a beat down. Oh, this should be fun. Aiming a little low, don't you think? Shut up! You! Hey, Sparky. Glad you made it out. What's with the fancy headgear? Our last little chat got cut short. Now, where were we?
While Sonic has Surge distracted, Tails manages to get Whisper out of harm's way.
Just lay low. Once we've sorted Surge out, we'll get back to the lab. Tails, I need them back. We'll save them, Whisper. Stay safe.
Eyewitness reports claim to have seen overturned cars and injured civilians. Authorities strongly advise that citizens avoid the downtown area until the threat can be addressed and contained. While the news report is going on, Kit begins to awaken and begins to leave the lab.
Kit, no! I want to help. Gears and starters, you have to look after yourself. Look after myself? Why? I was made for her. She's gone, but Sonic can use me too. I won't lose him. I can't. Look, you're going through a lot right now, but stop! We can talk! Despite Belle's best efforts, Kit is easily able to subdue her, leaving her buried under some rubble before he takes off, heading towards Central City. You already matter. Next time, Surge and Kit reunited?
And that was issue 53, guys. This one was nuts. Let's talk about this. Oh my god, so much happened in this one. Okay, let's start from the beginning. So first off, we gotta start with Surge attacking Eggman in his own lab. So yes, this was not so much about actually taking out Eggman as much as it was making a statement. Telling Eggman basically, you a bitch, and now your shit is mine. Sorry, I cursed a lot right there, but I gotta try to make sure I don't get demonetized here. But like, legit, Surge could have easily ended him there, and I know that's probably gonna be a talking nitpick point for a lot of people, that Surge could have easily just killed Eggman right then and there, but we got story to tell, and you know, you can't just kill the enemy just like that, especially the main villain of the entire series. So no, she's not gonna kill him. But I could kind of see a complaint there, but other than that, there's another thing I want to point out in this confrontation that Eggman does that I don't think a lot of people will notice, and that is the fact that I love that Eggman is so dismissive about her being there. He's like, okay, you know what? Don't even care. He just like, robots, don't shoot her head. Make sure you don't destroy the dynamo cage. Take out the body, whatever. He just kind of turns away and is just like, whatever, shoot her up. I don't care. Just don't shoot the head, right? And I love that it's like, he didn't even really want to look at her destruction. He just kind of turns away and it just hears the gunshot and he's like, yeah, I can't believe this idiot. Did she even know what that thing was? And it's like, oh, by the way, she's actually alive. And it's like, oh, Eggman's shocked that she figured out another way to use the dynamo cage. And yeah, she's using it like a hat, but also, there's a little side effect to using it like that. The fact that this book did me dirty. When I was reading it, I'm gonna recreate what my reaction was reading it. Ooh! Can I just mention how happy I am that Starline was back and I get to voice him one more time? Hashtag Wolfie for Starline. I don't know. Y'all seem to really like the Starline voice I do for him, and I really appreciate the feedback on that. Like, I was just so happy I got to see Starline again. I'm like, oh boy, for my dramatic reading, I get to do Starline voice again. I thought I'd never get to do it again unless it was a flashback. And here we are again. Starline, my boy, was back, even if it was just hallucination. Yeah, seeing Starline was kind of nuts. Like, I legit got faked out. I was like, what? Starline is alive? Nah, it was just an hallucination she had as a result of using that dynamo cage. Apparently, it's putting her brain into overdrive, pushing her to her limits, and also pushing her brain to the limits, which is causing her to hallucinate Starline. Another good way to work Starline into the story, but not really have him there. It's just a after image of him, what she's imagining him saying to her. But honestly, it's like he's actually really there, condescending, being an absolute jerk, like, and I love it's like, he's like, I don't know why you're hallucinating me, honestly, but there's something there, Chad. Do you think it's like, somewhere deep in her head, no, it can't be that she definitely doesn't like Starline. Of all the people that she has encountered in her life, definitely doesn't like Starline. So I was gonna say, it's not the fact that she maybe deep down cared about him, unless it's like a Stockholm Syndrome kind of way, but I don't think the Sonic comic books are going to approach that kind of story arc for, I just think it's like, it's just what, honestly, she's so used to hearing his voice, constantly being judging and all that stuff, that maybe that she's just hallucinating him as like a, I don't know. I don't know I honestly don't know what would cause her to hallucinate him. I guess if she's gonna hallucinate anybody, it would be Starline, because that's the one she has probably the closest relationship besides Kit, but Kit's elsewhere. Speaking of Kit, actually, we cut back to Sonic and friends back at Tails' house, Tails' home. By the way, I want to mention the artwork that Adam Bryce Thomas did in this one is glorious. That's one of the things I love about every artist that does the art in these books. Each artist has their own distinct style. Adam does a really good job of character expressions. I love the way he draws the expressions, especially Kit. In these panels, Kit has a lot of expressions that just showcases what he's feeling. And I want to say they're not overly done, but you can definitely tell what the character's feeling based on their expressions. A lot of like, oh, and like, you know, kind of open mouth expressions, and like very just like wide-eyed and very expressive is what I'm gonna say there. But Kit here is now working, and I'm not gonna say he's being friends with them, more like he's being subservient. Like, that's his role. He's like, even when he's not under Starline's influence or control or being told what to do by Surge, all he knows how to do is follow orders and obey things that are told to him. So he's now working directly under Sonic, and in a way I was thinking, okay, they wouldn't do this where Tails gets jealous of Kit constantly being around Sonic, constantly following around, asking him what to do and stuff like that. But I thought they were gonna go somewhere further with that, but I do like the fact that, yeah, this is where Kit would naturally fall without Surge or anybody to tell him what to do. And Sonic decides immediately, yeah, this is probably the best bet to do here would be to tell the truth as to what happened with Surge, because he deserves to know. And I'm like, okay, this book, I'm surprised I didn't see it while I was looking on, while I was posting up Twitter stuff for the IDW stuff. I'm legit shocked I did not see a lot of discourse around how Sonic treated this whole situation. Not with him telling the truth to Surge, but telling the truth to Kit, rather, but what he says to Surge later. But I do like that Sonic immediately is just like, okay, it's going to be hard for him to process this, it's going to be hard for him to hear, but he needs to hear this now, rather than me, like, not telling him and him thinking everything's alright. So, basically, he just lets him know, hey, I was fighting Surge, and Surge is gone, and so is Starline. But I like in these panels, this is a very good panel here, by the way, kind of like what everybody goes through when they're going through like a really, really stressful point in life, when they hear something they don't want to hear, something that just kind of like breaks them mentally or shatters their worldview for a second. It's just like, just sinking into darkness. And I like that that's how they illustrate it with Kit here, just like him just breaking, like, that's everything. Like, Surge, so without Surge, he's nothing. That's basically what it amounts to. And it's like, oh, Surge is gone. Oh my god. And you could just see it on his expressions. Again, Adam's very good at doing expressions in these panels. Like, he's just done. Like, you could see he mentally shuts down upon hearing that news. I do like that Sonic, you know, basically tries to like let him off. This is as easy as it can be. It's like trying to tell someone some really bad news. Like, how do you break news to somebody that they have like something horrible, like, you know, like a doctor having to tell a patient they have cancer, or something that's just like, you know, I'm just something where you have to tell them something that's not that's horrible to hear, and it's like, yeah, the person you love or whatever is just is gone now, and it's like, as far as he knows, Surge is gone, so he is telling the truth. But I have a feeling that's going to come into play later. Actually, flipping forward, we go back to Surge attacking the city. She went back to the same city she attacked earlier, and this time she's just running amok, just testing out her new abilities. And Whisper is there. Whisper was kind of shown on the cover of this, so I kind of predicted that Whisper was going to be in this at some point. I just wasn't sure where. But Whisper goes and confronts her, and things don't go good for her at all. Like, as you all know, the Dynamo Cage is the power she has, Surge has. Now she's able to just take Wisp power. She's draining her own power to use the electricity. So what we do know is that Surge is tapping into her own inner electricity to power the Dynamo Cage. But she also has the ability to steal Wisp power, as stated in the previous issue. That's one of the powers the Dynamo Cage has. And guess what Whisper uses as a attack? Her Wisp. Her Wisp-on weapon basically just turns the Wisp into weapons, and yeah, Surge can draw on that power with or without their consent. She can just grab them and just, you know, absorb them, which she does with almost all of them. Also, we see that Whisper can understand the Wisp with the power of the mask. We can actually understand and see what they're saying to her via text boxes, which is kind of cool. So, yeah, can we just mention that Surge is brutal in this? Like, she's stomping out fools. She's like extreme, just her expressions are over the top. She's violent, she's brutal. She takes no quarter. Like, she just beats the shit out of Wisp. She beats the shit out of Whisper. Like, damn. Slamming her, kicking her, stomping her, taking her Wisp. Like, she is just everything that Whisper stands for, she disrespects and completely just bodies her. I'm like, okay. We know that Whisper is not a fighter. She's not a fighter. She's a long-range, like, attacker. She uses her Wisp on like a sniper gun, and if she does have to get close, she prefers to use the blue cube Wisp as a hammer to smash her enemies. But, yeah, Surge ain't having any of that. I just want to say that Whisper cannot catch a break, man. Like, her whole squad gets wiped out. She has to leave her best friend behind. She's all by herself, and then all of a sudden, here comes this green son of a gun powered by this electric device that just sucks her final, like, her friends. Wow, sucks her. That takes her friends away from her actively to power her device, and it's like, goddamn. And then she gets beat down, like, real bad. Can she catch her break? Like, damn, I love Whisper. Like, can my girl please get a break? Please. And after all is said and done, and Whisper is at her, like, lowest point, after, like, getting beat down, Whisper has one last attack, which she grabs a sharpened piece of metal from her destroyed Wispon, and chat, I don't know how y'all read this, but I read this panel as her actually stabbing Surge. Like, the way Surge looks, and then the way it looks like she actually stabs her in the throat with it. And as we know, Surge and Kit can survive some pretty deadly attacks. So I'm curious what you guys think of this. Leave a comment below. Let me know what you think. Did she stab her in the throat? I read it as her being stabbed in the throat, but she pulls back at the last second and she starts dodging like, oh god, I got stabbed. Like, oh crap, that hurt. Like, her expression's like, oh shit. Like, but maybe it was like, oh shit, that was close. She almost got me. But the way I read it as, she got stabbed, but she didn't die from it because she can, as we saw, she can survive being stabbed, crushed, drowning, etc., etc. She just kind of, she's hard to kill. But I think Whisper got her, honestly. It looked like she got her, but maybe I misread it and she just dodged it and it was too close. Because even when Starline comes back as a hallucination, he's like, that was pretty sloppy. Yeah, what was that all about? And I'm like, I think she got stabbed. But yeah, after all that, Sonic and Tails arrive on the scene. Tails rescues Whisper, and Sonic confronts Surge, and this is time for round 2. Sonic is still injured. We should mention that. He's not going to be at 100% power, and this is a powered-up Surge. Granted, she's being haunted by hallucinations of Starline, but still, the fact that she's still juiced up, you see what I did there? It's a Sonic reference. The fact that she's still juiced up and trying to fight, that's not a good thing for Sonic, even if he's patched up. But yeah, this whole panel with Sonic right there, I figured there was going to be a whole Twitter debacle and backlash about, oh, Sonic's being insensitive to Surge again, and I'm like, oh, here we go. But you know what? I think people were too obsessed with the art and what happened in this book to really care. Honestly, Sonic, it seems like is trying to keep up the conversation again. He's trying to figure out what's going on with Surge. Again, he doesn't know what's going on with her, so as far as he knows, hey, what's up? You're alive. I want to talk about this? And nope, go straight on the attack. And that's that. I'm so glad we didn't have this whole discourse again. Like, can we just have one book without people bitching about Sonic doing something? Please? That being said, Kid is back at home with Belle, as Belle is trying to take care of him because, as you probably saw in that one panel, Kid is just broken mentally. But he sees the report that there's an attack on the city, and he's like, I gotta go help Sonic, because Sonic is all I have now. And I'm like, yeah, Kid has a very unhealthy obsession with attaching himself to one person and being absolutely subservient to them. It would seem that Kid has gone yandere for Sonic, and this is a bad thing. That's the last thing you need, is this little superpowered fox boy, this Fennec Fox, obsessed with you, trying to help you, because this could be bad for him and Sonic, especially considering what's about to happen when he finds out that Surge is still alive. So now he sees Sonic as like, yo, Sonic is all I have, and if I can't serve him, he can at least use me. And I'm like, oh boy, this is bad. Belle tries to stop him, but obviously Belle's not a fighter, and Kid just, bye, he gets out. And yeah, this is not going to be good. It sounds like this whole thing is leading up to one big confrontation, as it says to be continued. Kit and Surge are going to wind up meeting again, and this is where I think things are going to get interesting, because Sonic told Kit that Surge was dead, and at the time, he was being truthful. He thought she was dead, but Kit Kit may not see it that way. Kit may think that Sonic was lying to him to get him on his side. So I'm thinking Kit's gonna be like, he's gonna see Sonic and be like, you lied to me, Surge is alive, and he's gonna get mad and probably go back to Surge. Or, there's another way this could go. Maybe he'll be happy that Surge is alive, but like, will he be okay with serving Sonic? I don't think so. I think he's still in his head, like, the Starline programming is still there that he has to, like, follow Surge no matter what. So even though we can assume, developed a somewhat kind of okay serving relationship with Sonic, I still think he's going to default back to Surge if and when they meet, because that's obviously where he's headed. Yeah, this doesn't look good. The fact that Kid is heading there to help Sonic, but is going to wind up helping Surge, while Sonic is injured? This ain't going to be good for them. And Whisper lost almost all her wisp to Surge, so she's only got the last one. I believe it was the laser one is the only one she has left. And Tails is there kinda making sure Whisper's okay. It's Whisper, Tails, Sonic versus potentially Surge and Kit. I'm like, they're gonna need some backup and fast. But yeah, guys, let me know what you guys think. I'm still gonna go back. I'm gonna say that Whisper definitely got the kill blow on Surge right in the damn throat, but Surge, being what she is, didn't die. Yeah, this issue just kind of blew my mind. I was like, oh, the whole time, because I was like, whoa, Starline's back? Oh no, it's not Starline. Yo, wait, she's attacking. Oh my god, she got stabbed. Oh my. It was nonstop, just like constant, like, bro, this is a lot happening in this book. A lot of things just constantly going on, and I'm here for it. The art was great. I like the storytelling. I like where this is going. Let's see where Surge and Kit wind up. They're actually going to meet way sooner than I thought. I thought they were going to draw this out a little longer before they got to meet again, but it seems like the next issue is going to be when they meet. So I guess we'll see what happens in issue 54 coming up soon. So let me think. If I have to give this one a score, I'm going to give this one an 8.7 out of 10. I feel that's a good score for this one. Let me know what you guys would rate this one. What did you think of this book? Am I right? What did you guys read that as far as Whisper and Surge's fight went, rather? I think, obviously, Whisper lost that one, but I think if Surge had not been made of the stuff that Starline made her out of, I'm pretty sure Whisper would have killed her right there. Also, the fact that Eggman still knows that Surge is out there with the Dynamo Cage. Now, there's no way Eggman is just going to sit there and wait for her to come back. I'm sure Eggman is planning something, some sort of nullifying device to stop her. So we shall see how this all plays out in the future. In the meantime, guys, I would appreciate if you help me out by feeding the algorithm, help this video hit many views, and help your boy out. I have hospital bills. Y'all saw that tweet. That's coming soon, so any little bit helps. Hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe to the Werewoof Reactions or Wolfie Reacts. I'm renamed the channel right now. For more videos like this, and ring that bell. You gotta ring the bell. That's the most important part of all. I look forward to hearing your thoughts, and what do you think is gonna happen? If you know what's gonna happen in issue 54, please keep it to yourself. You guys were very good with spoilers last time, not telling me anything. I appreciate that. You guys are the real OGs, watching all the way to the very end, by the way. Thank you so much. This video is brought to you by my patrons. These cool people right here. I love these guys. I love them so much. You can join as well and be a Patreon. For as little as $2 a month, you can get these videos a little early. And for $5 a month, you can get my old Sonic Boom reactions, as well as the Sonic Prime reactions, which will be coming at the end of this year. I appreciate your support, whether or not you watch these videos or you join the Patreon. Whatever you do helps me out a lot, and I really appreciate it. Thank you guys for watching all the way to the end. Your views mean a lot to me, and as always, let me just go ahead and grab this real quick. I feel like I'm forgetting something, but don't worry about it. If there's bloopers at the end of this video, I'll timestamp it, so stay tuned, and I'll catch y'all next time, right? All right? Take care of yourselves, and as always, everybody, stay tuned.